Well, welcome to the channel. Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you've come in. Have you ever been in a situation where there is interference in your relationship? It's a horrible situation to find yourself in, particularly when the problem's coming from blood relatives that are very, very close to the person that you're with. You'll notice that these people will use the flying monkeys to keep you at arm's length, but stay involved with you for the supply that you're offering them through your person, and by way of the way in which you know how to work a relationship. These people are clever, they're smart, they know the allegiance that they have with their flying monkeys, family members. They also know that when the light comes on, it alters the way that they see things. A lot of these people have had the opportunity to change the direction of their life, and by way of enmeshment to influences that are not of the light, maybe exes, maybe new flames, maybe somebody they can whinge to outside their immediate family, orbiters and these kinds of demonic infiltrations into a relationship where the person can't resolve things with you, but they still want you, whilst trying to find a means of new supply. This happens all the time. These people try and keep the main supply around until they can replace them with a new supply, but they have to wait until the new supply is assured. But what they don't realize is if somebody's in the light and they've realized that there's hostility coming from their partner's side of the relationship, the people that are bringing the hostility need to understand that people see this. And hostility is a deal breaker in most relationships. Hostility, negligence, deception, and all those other evil characteristics that can be covertly carried out behind your back. Talking about you behind your back, sharing personal details of the relationship behind your back, giving information about you behind your back. This is what can happen with people of unresolved. And while they're trying to put out fires, there's fires burning all around. They're trying to put those fires out so you can't see the smoke. The spiritual realm is indicating to you that there's some very serious hostility towards you going on in the spiritual realm. In the physical, natural, normal realm. But the vibration and the Holy Spirit's indicating to you that things just aren't going the way that they should. Possibly your partner's tried everything they can to get things in order, but of course, if they're enmeshed, that ain't going to happen. But the strange part about it is a lot of these people will still keep coming to the light. They know that it's their way out of where they're stuck. They know that they will be able to better themselves and get some direction in their life, and possibly be able to help the flying monkeys, whoever they may be, to see them different and to see life different. They try. The voice of the black sheep's calling to them. They are a rebel by nature, usually, these people, so they will rebel against the base, the domestic generational base, with where that's at. They will try and escape. They will get to the border. They sort of sit on the border and cross from one side to the other. They do know that this is their way out of the darkness. They're coming into the light, back to the darkness, into the light, back to the dark. I've watched this for years. Years and years. Years and years and years. All different types of women can do this. You get engaged, they go right up, and then no, I don't want to get. So you get rid of them. I married one woman, and then she went narcissistic. The last lady had enmeshment and relationships that were just too deep with the children. That's not my problem. These aren't my problems. But you've got to be able to soundly guide yourself through these negligences, these abuses within the relationship. This happens to a lot of women. They'll get with men, they'll loan them money, they won't get it back. They get emotionally abused, physically abused. They get treated badly, used for sex. And by the time they wake up, they're damaged, they're ruined, they've been pumped and dumped, and all the rest of it. And this causes extreme damage. This causes these people to be combative. Their children become combative, they become combative, everybody's on high alert, doesn't matter how good a person you are. You will pay for the sins that these people have got themselves into before you come along. But if you are guided by the Holy Spirit, right, then you're a mile ahead of these people. They're trying to wage war with the darkness against the light. And when you're trained in understanding how the darkness works, what the darkness is going to try and do to destroy your relationship, and I've had some, you would not believe, terrible things happen to me with relationships and interferences. When these people wage war, they think you're blind. They think you're absolutely blind. They don't realize that you're watching every move that they're making. I've walked with this, with the mothers. I've gone, well, they'll go, I've never seen this before. They have. They have. They just didn't do anything about it, so they're not going to be able to do anything about it at the point you come along either. When the manifesting starts and the psychological collapses start. Because when energy starts to shift, when the head of the family, the adult of the family, starts to go away from the values that they've taught to these people, to their family members, that it creates an incredible negative shift in energy. And this terrible vibration, it's a troubling vibration, troubles the minds and the psyches of the family members. It's like an earthquake. We're going to lose the leader. We're losing the capital of the city. They start to collapse like buildings. Their psychological makeup starts to collapse. I've watched it over and over again. They're not getting their supply. They start to put on acts. They start to go into all sorts of troubling behaviors that will attack your relationship, outside interferers. And you're watching it. You're just standing there watching it in the spirit, and you're going, oh my goodness, what? And you're waiting for the person that you're with to get some stuff in order, but then you start to realize they ain't able to get this in order. This is how they've made it. They've bought this. They've made this. They can't stop it. Now the war, which was waging before you come along, this war, which the person that you're with has got going, now they're into friendly fire. They're not just shooting at the enemy and pulling down people that have hurt them and all this. They're just shooting at anything. They're just shooting at anything that moves, right? And that's you. Whether you've done right, wrong, otherwise or not, that you are under fire from these family members, these flying monkeys. You are under fire. But what these people don't realize is, what they don't realize is their little pellets are nothing in comparison to the bombs and nuclear artillery and assaults and attacks and ambushes and things that you've been under before they come along. When you've had to go through marriage breakdowns and they're trying to put you in a mental home because you've tried to protect your marriage, they've misread the whole thing so badly. They're trying to put you in a mental home. So you sign yourself in. You did the chaplaincy course with the chaplain at the mental home. And he just comes out and goes, oh God, go home. The devil's a fool. And these people that are following him, that are waging war against people of the light, they turn on themselves. They turn on themselves. Because you're a person of sound guidance. You don't want to bring harm. You never wanted to bring harm. You come to love and hold and share and care and communicate and give and take. And it was all completely misunderstood. And they waged war against you. And what did you do? Did you fight back? No. Your victory lied in the multitude of counselors. You didn't try and work it out yourself. You went and got counseling and therapy and advice, not in a whinging way, but in a desperate way to try and save the relationship with the information and skills that you had. You pulled back. You didn't fire back. No. You waited. You gave the person that you were with the benefit of the doubt. But the lies were just went on too long. You were misrepresented, emotionally vandalized, your character was defamed. And that's how you know you're in the light. This seems to happen to you all the time, whether you're good, bad, up, down. You've never lied, you've never stolen, you've never asked for anything but love, attention, give, take, care and share. And there's this spirit that follows you that's determined to ruin your relationships. Listen to this passage. Only with sound guidance should you wage war. And I remember one of my partners said to me, I think we've beaten so-and-so and so-and-so. And I thought, no, we're not at war. I'm not at war with anyone. I'm not at war with anyone. I don't want to fall out with anyone. I don't know who's winning or losing, but I'm not at war. The war was within themselves. I was just a target that they were unable to hit. I was in victory the whole time because I was trying to do the right thing by my partners. And victory lied in the multitude of counselors. Get counseling, get help, get assistance. Don't listen to friends that are just going to say whatever you want to hear. You've got to sit there and listen to professional advice, unbiased advice that's going to be for the benefit of your partner and yourself. But do not go to war with anyone in a relationship. Just go through the motions, see where it all ends up mentally. If the stress and everything turns to trauma, you have to leave. Leave them to their war. They'll turn on themselves. Your victory lies in the multitude of healthy counsel, which will say, walk away. Just walk away. When you walk away and you leave them to the derision, it only takes a matter of time before they realize you were a good person. Not that they're bad people, but their circumstances turned on them and you. And at some point, maybe, doesn't matter, they might surface, who knows. Doesn't matter. You did nothing wrong. You tried for what was right. The war wasn't with you, near or from you. It was about you. You didn't fit. Your victory lied in walking away. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for coming in, and bye for now.